So, welcome, beautiful people, to the International Dragon Thunder Summit 2023. And I'm truly honoured to have Diana Cooper with me today. And she's going to share some beautiful transmissions from the dragons and maybe from the angels and unicorns and Atlantis as well. So I understand she's very connected to them. And I believe her dragon cards have returned to her desk as well. I've got a set up here behind me, and I actually love them and use them all the time. So Diana, welcome to the summit.
Thank you for inviting me. And so I'll just start with telling that little story about how I sat down this morning and my dragon cards were missing. They just weren't on my table. I searched the house for them. I literally went into every cupboard, every drawer, and then it was getting nearer the time. I said, okay, dragons, if you want me to talk about this, then bring my dragon cards out. And I turned around and they were sitting right in the center of my table. So I said, okay, well, who took them and why? I thought it was probably the fairies, but it wasn't. It was El Moira, the great dragon master. And he said, I took them to draw your attention to the fact that it's a very important dragon summit. Dragons are so important now. And I just thought, okay, fantastic. So we'll start at the beginning. What are dragons? They are beautiful, wise, open-hearted etheric beings, and they belong fully to the angelic realms. So they've been sent by Source now to help and assist us. Now they're elementals, so they don't have all the elements in their makeup. So they're earth, air, fire, or water, or a combination of any three of them. Now, everyone has a personal dragon. You have one who stays with you throughout your incarnation, just like your guardian angel does. It stays in the background until you acknowledge it. And it's usually the same element as your astrological sign. So if you're an earth sign, a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn, you will probably, but not definitely, have an earth dragon, usually brown. If you're an air sign, a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, you will probably have an air dragon. If you're a water sign, a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio, you will probably have a water sign. If you're a fire sign, which is an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius, I'm surrounded by them, all my grandchildren and children seem to be there, you will definitely have a fire dragon. However, if you need a fire dragon to fulfill your mission in life, one will be with you. So, and I've got a fire dragon, even though I'm a Virgo, because I need that energy with my life mission. If you need to be more psychic and intuitive in your life, you'll have a water dragon, one will come to you. If you need to be more grounded to make your ideas come to fruition, your earth dragon will come to you, and it will give you earth qualities to help you. And if you need to communicate clearly or inspirationally, an air dragon comes to you. But your personal dragon may have more than one element. But it's nice to know what kind of dragon you have. So, if in doubt, ask. They operate on a different frequency vibration from us, so most people can't see them, but they're very willing to connect with us if we're ready to tune into their wavelength. Now, dragons have these amazing open hearts. They really love the planet. And they love you. They love everyone. You know, children really sense this. And they're pouring into Earth now to help us with the transition to the new golden age. I was at an event recently where I was talking in the open air, and there was a dragon lady there, Sandy Humby, and she did a dragon meditation, and 40-something dragons emerged from the ground. They'd been sleeping, and she'd woken them up at this portal. So remember that we can help bring more dragons in by literally going to places and waking them up. So people often say, well, how can dragons help me? Well, first of all, they can protect you, they can care for you, they can be your friend and companion, they can help you in loads of ways. Now, physically, they can clear lower energies around you. When I go in my car, I always ask the dragons to go in front of me to clear the energies on my route. And then I ask the angels to be with me and the unicorns to hold the energy high above me. Your dragons can go with you at night. Now, if you are going through astral realms on your way to spiritual realms, they will protect you. And then the astral realms contain all those emotional memories that we've had, and they can burn those up so that you don't have to experience them. They can also help you, especially the water dragons, to flow around difficult situations and people. They can often transmute lower energies of people before you get to them. And they can also inspire you, and they can ground your visions. Dragons have been with us for a long time. They were present at the birth of Earth, which was called Angala, and they helped with the formation of Earth. And the next golden age on this planet was the ancient civilization that seeded Africa. It was called Petranium. And dragons worked with the crystals to keep the portals to the stars clear so that the very high frequency people of that time could access the wisdom of the stars. The next golden age was called Mu, and the dragons there formed the links between Earth, Sirius, Neptune, and the Pleiades and Orion. So the 5 planets work together and always have done. And within the hollow center of each of these of our planets is a blue aquamarine flame. And the dragons protected that. And they still do. Now, the beings of that time loved the mountains. And they kept the songs of the mountains in tune. And the dragons still protect the mountains and the music of the mountains. We get to even more awesome stuff with the dragons. The Lemurians loved the earth. If you're a Lemurian or you've been in Lemuria, you will love nature, you will love the planet and the trees and all about the natural world. And the dragons at the end of the civilization created liquid crystals containing the wisdoms of the stars, earth, and they were specially intended to help our planet now. And the dragons helped to place this liquid light, this crystal light, into the seams of the earth so that Lemurian crystals could reappear now to assist us. I think that's absolutely awesome because they so loved Earth that at the end of Atlantis, they were offered promotion to the 5th dimension because these are the 4th dimension Lemurian dragons. And they turned it down on the grounds that humanity would need us during this crucial period from 2012 to 2032, this 20-year period when we have to do a double shift, a jump shift into a much higher frequency. And the dragons knew that they would be needed now, and they agreed to stay so that they could help us. When they were preparing for the golden age of Atlantis, it was the dragons that formed the hill of Poseidon, on which the temple that housed the great crystal was built. And the great crystal held all the informations. It was powered by source, and it held all the information that the high priests and priestesses downloaded to individual temple crystals. The dragons protected the great crystal, and they kept the people, the continent, the portals to the stars energetically clear. I mean, that's amazing work. And so, as I said, when they were offered promotion to the fifth dimension as a reward for all that they'd done, they gave a spiritual sacrifice. Now, there are other dragons, of course, that are not the Lemurian dragons, and we will talk about them because there are some awesome, very high frequency dragons helping now. And going back to what I was saying, when the temple of Poseidon collapsed in Atlantis, the great crystal fell into the Bermuda Triangle near there, and the water dragons continued to protect it because it's an advanced computer, a generator, a cosmic generator, and it's an intergalactic portal. And the dragons, they guard all beings who travel through that portal. So they are here now to help us through this jump shift. Then fifth dimensional dragons and much, much higher frequency ones started to return at the cosmic moment in 2012. Recently, their numbers have got bigger and bigger. Very high frequency dragons, 7th, 9th, and higher frequency started to return in 2015 when many new very high frequency portals opened. And these high frequency dragons are making a huge impact on the consciousness of everybody. So go back to the fourth dimensional dragons because they can delve into deep, dense vibrations to burn up or blow away or wash out, depending what kind of dragon they are, that angels can't reach. They protect us, they clear our paths. It was quite interesting the other day. I was having lunch outside with some friends, and one of them had told a story which really was quite a dark energy. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's this? We need a bit of dragon help here. And suddenly the wind came up and it blew and it blew. And we all laughed. And oh, that's the air dragons and the sylphs, the air elementals, helping to just waft away that energy. And you can ask them to do that. And they will respond very quickly. And especially the air dragons, that was just instant. And they're washing away the old stuff, helping us to prepare for the new, amazing new energies. So the fifth dimensional dragons are helping us to hold the fifth dimensional frequency that we need for the new golden age. Many, many people are more evolved than they realize that they are. There are many people now who are a large percentage of the time fifth dimensional, and it's a moment by moment choice. And the dragons are transmuting the stuff that's holding us back and helping us to prepare our energy bodies for the new energies that are now available. And when you work with them, your light expands and grows. The seventh dimensional dragons, they cooperate with the devas. That's the angelic beings who work with the blueprint of creation. The dragons use their powers of creation and manifestation to assist the devas to take the vision and put it into practice. This is what we're doing now as we co-create the new golden age. Every time we have a vision of the golden future, then the dragons can help us to manifest it and bring it about. Just an example, a blue dragon from the Pleiades might place a blue Pleiadian rose in your energy fields and make it physical for a moment so it can influence you at a cellular level. The dusty pink dragons from Andromeda that I absolutely love, they can touch your chakras, literally go through your body and touch your 12 chakras with higher love and help you to bring it in. It's amazing what they can do if you ask. When I wrote my book, Dragons, I didn't really know much about them before, but they came to me and said they wanted me to write this book. And I have never had an experience like it. Normally, because being a Virgo, as I said, I start at the beginning and I write in order, what I want to say, not with the dragons. I would sit down and a dragon would come to me, give me information, and I'd have to write about that dragon. And so I never knew what was going to happen. I just wrote about who they were and what they gave me that day for information. Anyway, the dragons, the angels, and the unicorns, they're all part of the angelic realms. So they originate from the heart of God. Now, humans apparently come from the mind of God. So the dragons, the angels, the unicorns, the angelic kingdoms, they don't have free will. Their only will is to serve Source for the highest good of all. So it's only been in the last few years that more and more humans have become fifth dimensional, and the higher dimensional dragons can come back and touch us. So they all do different things. They all work on different parts of your life. So, like if you're buying a house, you need a solicitor, an estate agent, and a surveyor. Three different types of people. It's the same with the dragons, angels, and the unicorns. They all do something different, but necessary, important. So the dragons clear the lower energies, prepare the way for the higher frequencies to come in. The angels and archangels sing over you and light your way. And the unicorns pour high frequency light and blessings over you. I thought I might say something about those earth, air, fire, and water dragons that I talked about earlier. So here's the earth dragon. It clears your path and it clears the energy and the land around you. Now, for example, I ask earth dragons to clear the ley lines. I ask them to go under my house and clear any stuck energy under my house from time to time. Because they love the planet, they love the land, and they help to build the original dragon lines of the planet. And part of their service work is traveling along to clear them when we ask them to do so. As I said, send them underneath a hospital, underneath an office block, and they will do that. So when you send an instruction to an earth dragon to work with the ley lines, they power their way under the surface to clear the blockages. And you know, this can massively impact on people and situations in the vicinity. If you are living somewhere where in several hundreds or thousands of years ago, something unpleasant happened, they clear it, and that helps the earth below your feet to be purer. They can also help you ground yourself and your mission. So if you need them to clear the energy under you, just call them and say, please do this. Please clear this energy now underneath the land here. Magic. I remember there was some woodland, and there was one area I used to walk through and it made me shiver. I don't know why, but there was just something there. I called in the earth dragons several days running and just asked them to go under and clear the land. And I asked the air dragons to blow away any stuff. And you know, the energy in that part of the woods changed totally. It was actually quite astonishing how quickly it changed. Then there's the air dragons. And these fourth dimensional air dragons are blue, and they fly lightly round you. Now, air is the element of communication. So this dragon helps you speak your truth. And it also encourages you to breathe properly. And every time you breathe in, you inhale source energy. Now, if you ask an air dragon to puff its energy over a person or a situation, they inspire hopes and even help to bring in opportunities. Okay, if you call on them to just breathe over Parliament, your school, any committee that makes decisions in the third dimensional paradigm, they can blow away stuff and inspire the people to make higher decisions. That helps. So they can also inspire you to communicate honestly but lovingly in a way that calms and soothes everyone around you. They help to promote good outcomes. And you know, when you communicate honestly, not only does it help your throat chakra develop, but people trust you and respect you. So ask the blue air dragons to support you, to help you rise above your challenges, to talk tactfully to people, to inspire people. And they really will help you on your way. Fire dragons, here we are, radiating their bright orange, fiery light. Very powerful. They give you power. They give you the determination to do things when you work with them. They're also master clearance experts, and they will burn up lower vibrations that don't serve any longer. So as I said before, when I'm traveling, I ask them to go in front of the car or the train or whatever to burn up anything. And not only traveling, whatever you're doing in your life, they can burn up the problem so you don't have to go through it. They're very protective of you. So if you have a fire dragon that you've befriended, they will roar at your enemies and light you up and light up your friends. You can call on them to delve deep into your childhood or past lives to release you from your past so that your future can shine. They can travel along the timeline of your soul journey, clearing, healing, and transmuting. And you can ask them to do this while you're asleep if you want to. Each day in the morning, just ask them to light up your path, and they will. Every night before I go to sleep, I just ask the fire dragons to place an etheric wall of protection around my home and family. You'd be amazed what they can and do all the time. Now then, there are the water dragons. Now, the water dragons carry Christ light. So their service work is to maintain the movement of Christ light in the waters of our planet. But air contains water, they're everywhere. So if you call them in to clear a room, they will leave a trail of Christ light where they've been. They will help you to develop your psychic abilities and intuition by touching your third eye, and they help the petals of your third eye to open. So listen to the water dragons, and they will help your intuition to be stronger, your inner wisdom to be stronger, and they'll guide you. They'll also cleanse the cells of your body, starting to purify you so that your light can shine more brightly. So, in order to radiate higher frequency of Christ light, call on the water dragons and they will help you. Now, before I came on, I'd found the deck of cards. I shuffled and I let a few come out because I just asked for the right ones to talk about today. And the first one that came out was the golden Christed dragon that brings you higher love. It's fifth dimensional with huge golden energy fields, and it enables you to access the Christ light at a ninth dimensional frequency and higher. So they can pour this into you so that you can absorb as much as you are able to. They will surround your aura with golden protective light, enabling you to remain fifth dimensional if you're with tricky people or in a difficult situation. And they remind you that you had a special connection to the golden era of Atlantis. They help you to remember it and help you to remember who you truly are. You can ask the golden Christed dragons to take you in your dream state when you're asleep to bring back your gifts and talents. I love the golden Christed dragons. I often ask them to flow around me and just feel their presence. And then there are black dragons. So I was very interested when these came out, this card came out, because they are very powerful. They come to you when you're ready to nurture a new idea or concept that will enable you to grow spiritually. So they serve your spiritual growth. Now, black is the ultimate divine feminine color of mystery and magic, secrets, hidden hopes. So you can ask your black dragon to cocoon you in a silky black energy and take a rest. When you relax with the black dragon energy around you, they are enabling you to develop inside you. You know, if you do this really mindfully and deeply, they create a cocoon around you and you emerge from it like a butterfly having undergone a metamorphosis. You expect to be ready and ready to spread your wings. So when you're resting in that black dragon cocoon, divine projects, new ideas, creative ideas, new ways of thinking are conceived. It's like a seed grows. Here is the little seed growing in the center of the black dragon. And they will then help you to nurture and look after that new growth. And then you can ask them to help you hold your vision until it comes to fruition. And they too will work with you to help you develop that vision in your sleep state. I do want to just do a couple more. Here is the deep blue dragon that works with Archangel Michael, the angel of strength and protection and truth and honor. So dragons can delve into deep, dense matter in a way that angels can't. They can clear and transmute the lower frequency, up to a kilometer around the people they work with. So they may be, those energies around you may be your emotions and thoughts, but it might be people in your vicinity. All sorts of things might be happening around you, and we're all very sensitive, and the vibrations of others impact on us. If you walk into a crowd, you're in a sea of mixed energies. Now, these deep blue dragons are wonderful at clearing that energy for you, so that, when they do this, Archangel Michael can connect with you more easily, and he can place his deep blue cloak of protection around you. So you have dragon protection and Archangel Michael protection. If you want to, you can ask for an army of deep blue dragons to glide in front of you wherever you go. They can go into your home, your office before you. They can dive into the ground like the earth dragon to clear the energies. What you can do is ask the blue dragons to keep an area of 1 kilometer around you totally clear. When you do this, sense what's happening. Notice if you feel lighter. And remember to do your service work. Ask that the deep blue dragons dive under shopping malls, schools, government buildings, anywhere, war zones, anywhere you feel they're needed to consume dense vibrations. Now, I love the cosmic dragons. I feel very, very close to them. I always work with them, and I just find them awesome. And I was so pleased when this orange gold dragon from Arcturus came out. It opens you to knowledge for the new golden age, because Arcturus is one of the most advanced star systems. It's Earth's future prototype. And these dragons come to you when you're ready to become a master and are helping to usher in the golden future that's ahead of us. When an army of these dragons move together to a place, they can stimulate huge evolutionary change to all that they touch. And this is why they're flowing now to Earth to help us during this time that we're in. They remind you that it's not by chance you've incarnated during this extraordinary time. I mean, nobody said it's easy, but this is the most important time that there's ever been for spiritual growth in the entire history of the planet. And Earth needs spiritual leaders and light bearers. And these Arcturian dragons are blazing their light to you because they're holding the vision for our fifth dimensional future. They inspire you to do your part for the golden future. They remind you it's time to stand in your power and fulfill your destiny. They will also breathe the vision of Earth as it will be in the golden future and give you the inspiration that you need. And I also pulled out this morning the blue dragon from the Pleiades. And the blue dragon, oh, beautiful, holds the blue rose of Pleiades and radiates source light. So between source and the Pleiades, there's an etheric cosmic rose. It's blue and it's got 33 petals, the number of the Christ light. And it's a transformer through which pure source healings downloaded to the masters of the Pleiades. And they pass it to the angels and the dragons, who then in turn bring it to you, to people. And they can pour their blue heart healing into you as soon as you're ready. They can activate and light up your 12 chakras. They prepare you for the angels of the Pleiades to connect with you. And they will stay with you if you ask them to, so that you can then pass that blue Pleiadian healing energy on to others. And I've just quickly got time for the last one that came out this morning, which is the orange dragon. Golden orange, it says here. And this expands your light for ascension. But I feel it's such an important dragon right now because it brings soul families and communities together. This is the dragon that helps you when your navel chakra is open, because you're then ready to bring fifth dimensional communities together. You're ready to cooperate with people and help everyone practice harmony and oneness. So as we're moving towards the golden future, soul families and groups are drawing together. And this is what the orange dragon is helping to happen. They also help with manifestation. So as you hold the vision for the new golden age, the golden orange dragons help you. And then as you continue to do this, Archangel Metatron himself takes the energy and helps you to bring that about for Earth. And you're then working, they help you to work with Archangel Metatron himself. So I love the dragons, I love the unicorns and angels, but the dragons right now are really connecting to you and helping you to bring forward the golden future on this planet. Thank you.
Diana, thank you very much for that beautiful knowledge. So much information. Thank you very much. Thank you.